Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're getting to our critical decision making and judgment test. These questions are very close to the actual questions you'll have on the test. You're going to get about 10 to 12 today from me as well. This is going to be critical thinking. This is much more serious than most of your stuff on your exam because this concerns you and your health and to make sure you get home at the end of your day. Understand? This is much more serious. So every question, listen to it. 4 possible answers. Let's get to it. You respond to a domestic disturbance. As you approach the door, you hear shouting inside. What is the best course of action? Is it A, knock loudly and announce yourself immediately? Is it B, stand to the side of the door and listen for further details? C, kick the door open and go to the house? Or D, enter quietly without announcing yourself? So of those 4, which do you think it is? If you said B, you're right. Stand to the side of the door and listen for further details. That makes sense. Question 2. During a traffic stop at night, the driver seems excessively nervous and keeps reaching toward the glove box. What should you do? A. Order the driver to stop. Keep your hands visible and explain their actions. B. Draw your weapon and take cover. C. Ignore the behavior and keep on going with the pursuit of a citation for them. Or D, open the car door and remove the driver. What do you think? A, B, C, or D? If you said A, right. Order the driver to keep their hands visible and to explain their actions, of course, right? C is going to, 3 is going to be while patrolling, you notice a suspicious individual wearing a heavy coat on a hot day near a crowded area. Okay, hot coat, hot day in a crowded area. What should be your initial response, your first response? What should it be? A, approach casually and engage in a friendly conversation. B, call for backup while monitoring the situation. C, immediately detain the person for questioning. Or D, ignore them unless a crime is being committed. If you said B, call for monitoring the situation. That's the answer, okay? Next one, you enter a building for burglary in progress and notice an open door at the back. What's your safest approach? A, rush inside quickly to prevent the person from escaping. B, call for backup and secure all exits before proceeding. C, yell loudly to warn the suspect that the police are present. D, enter alone and search each room. If you said B, you're right. You call for backup and secure all exits before proceeding. What I'm doing here is I'm getting you ready for the 100 simulated quiz tests I have below there for you. Click the link. These questions are not only going to be on your test, they're also going to be on the interview because they're situational. They're what will you do? I have interview prep for you guys without the situational assessments. This whole test here, right? These 10 questions plus the link down below, this is going to get you a realistic feel for what they're going to ask you at the interview and what they're going to ask you on the test, because situational is becoming more and more important for police officers. What will you do? If then, right? If this happens, then what, right? You're going to have access to 100 questions derived from getting our exit interviews from people who took the test in the past already. These questions are very close to the actual test. So you have to know the answers to these situational questions. All right? If you really want to get a feel for 100 type questions like this, link below. Number 5, during a foot pursuit in a dark alley, the suspect stops and puts their hands in their pockets. What should you do? Tackle them immediately? Or B, rush forward and grab the suspect's hands? Or C, maintain distance, draw your weapon, order their hands up? Or D, turn on your flashlight and approach closely? A, B, C, or D? C, maintain distance, draw your weapon, and order hands up. Okay, that's how you do that. Next one, while responding to an active shooter situation, okay, active shooter, what is your primary objective? So what's your first objective, your most important objective, right? Locate and neutralize the threat as soon as possible. B, secure evidence for later prosecution. C, help victims before engaging the shooter. Or D, wait for SWAT to arrive before taking any action. What do you think it is? It's going to be A, locate and neutralize the threat as quickly as possible. Okay? Next one, you stop a vehicle and the driver refuses to roll down the windows. How should you proceed? A, break the window and remove the driver. B, call for backup and maintain a safe distance. C, reach inside and unlock the car. Or D, stand in front of the vehicle to prevent it from escaping. What is it, guys? It's going to be B. You'd want to call for backup and maintain a safe distance, okay? That's how you do that. Next one. You're interviewing a suspect and they suddenly reach behind their back. What should you do? A, grab their hands to prevent them from drawing a weapon. B, use a taser immediately. C, continue questioning and assume it's nothing too serious. Or D, step back, draw your weapon, and order them to show your hands. Show their hands. A, B, C, or D? D, correct. Step back, draw your weapon, and order them to show their hands. Correct. A fellow officer is struggling with a suspect resisting arrest. What is the safest way to assist? A, apply necessary force to control their movement. B, tackle both the officer and suspect to gain ground. C, shout commands to confuse the subject. Or D, stand back and let the officer handle it all alone. What do you do? A, of course, right? You always back up your partner out there. So apply necessary force to control the suspect's movement. Okay, number 10, let's go. You're doing good. You're conducting a search of a suspect's home when you notice a closed door slightly ajar. What should you do? I mean, slightly open, right? Ajar, same, okay? A, open it immediately and clear the room. B, call out, announce your police presence and proceed cautiously. C, assume it's empty and continue searching. Or D, wait until the rest of the home is cleared before checking. What do you do? Call out. B, call out, announce your police presence, and proceed cautiously. Nice. Okay, next one. You arrive at an armed robbery in progress, and the suspect is holding a hostage. What is your best response? A, shoot at the suspect immediately. B, establish communication and attempt to de-escalate. C, rush in and tackle the suspect. Or D, wait outside for them to come out. What do you do? B, establish communication and attempt to de-escalate. That's a very important part of your everyday job. Anytime you hear the word de-escalation in your quiz, in your exam, your test, whatever, be aware that it's there for a reason, okay? So just look out for that word. If you see a word de-escalation, pay attention to that question or the answer, all right? 12, and last one here. While checking an abandoned building, you hear movement behind you. What is your best course of action? Is it A, to turn quickly and shine your flashlight to identify the source? B, ignore it and keep searching? C, fire a warning shot in the air? Or D, rush toward the sound to confront the potential threat? A, B, C, or D? If you said A, nice job. Turn quickly and shine your flashlight to identify the source. You guys, this test I made has been 18 months in the making. This is my second edition for this test. People like it because it really prepares them. I have a lot of good reviews on this test. So if you really want to get a taste of true situations what you should know about, right? True scenarios out there that you probably will get into as a police officer, but they want you to have some kind of common sense response to that stuff now for your test and for your interview process, right? Go down there, click that link and get started.